What's going on there, guys, and welcome back to our channel. Rolex watches are truly something else, whether it's the design or the look that captivates us or something else, but Rolex watches are undoubtedly one of the best brands in the business. Rolex Daytona in particular is quickly becoming one of the most sought after watches in the world. But why? Today, we're taking a closer look at the hype behind Rolex Daytona. Buckle up because it's going to be very exciting. So let's get on with the video. Number 3. Introduction. The Daytona is currently one of the most valuable and sought after timepieces. It's been spotted on the hands of several celebrities and influential people. The Daytona is available in black and white dials, giving off an incredible look in both colors. But the watch has seen its fair part of history. It was developed during the 1950s. Back then, it was known as the Cosmograph. The name Daytona was given as a tribute to Florida's first ever stock race held at the Daytona racecourse. Paul Newman played a major role in making this watch the relic that it is today. Number 2. Why the Daytona is an eye-catcher. We've seen how the timepiece can be and its gradual rise to fame. There are countless examples where some watches made it to the top in no time, while others were a total failure. But why did the Daytona remain in the game for so long? And how did it become an even bigger relic as time went by? There are a number of reasons for this establishment. First of all, let's talk about its dimensions. For such a luxury watch, it's important that it provides comfort and gives a good feel on the wrist. The Daytona's width is about 40 millimeters and the thickness is around 12.5 millimeters. The wingspan of this watch is 46.5 millimeters and the lug width is 20 millimeters. With such a great size, the Daytona looks small on the wrist, but not small enough to ruin the look. Very few timepieces are able to provide such a comfortable fitting on the hands as the Daytona, with the highly popular Submariner being a very close contender to this watch. The Daytona is slick in design and feels much smoother than many other watches of its kind. Another reason why the Daytona has become such a hyped collectible is its look. There's no denying that there's a lot of beautiful watches out there. Some might even think that the Daytona doesn't come close to their favorites, which includes the extremely popular Speedmaster, but we just like to say, take a look at the Daytona's detailing and then decide for yourself. The Daytona is absolutely stunning in its look. With the triple registered dial, radial texture sundials, the signature coronet logo of the company, applied hour markers, and the red Daytona text at the 6 o'clock position speaks volumes about the watch's quality design. While the heavy detailing beneath the brand's name might be a bit too much, the ceramic tachometer and the bezel itself outweigh everything that might be considered a fault in this beautiful accessory. Functionality is what makes the Daytona a strong competitor in this regard. The screw-down pushers can be used to interact with the chronograph, which is one of the most important aspects of Rolex watches. These chronographs can be used to track a specific amount of time in extremely accurate measurements. Such a simple function implemented in a complex design is one of the mesmerizing things about a Daytona, which makes it an incredibly sought-after design. If we talk about quality, there's no doubt the Daytona will ever disappoint. Rolex is known for providing the best watches we've ever seen, and with the Daytona, the legacy remains untouched. Everything about the watch, including its dial build, oyster bracelet, and the folding lock, is sublime. Rolex has produced around 1 million models of the Daytona. Being able to deliver the same class in every piece is no doubt a milestone only the best companies are able to achieve. It really shows why Rolex has been able to stay at the top for such a long time, regardless of the newest companies showing up in the competition. When we talk about quality performance, the Daytona is also quite impressive in that matter. It has a 72-hour power reserve and can provide up to +2, -2 per day accuracy, which gives the users the opportunity to adjust its time only once in a month. With such an exceptional performance, it's no wonder the Daytona rose to popularity once people used it properly. One of the biggest causes that the Daytona has survived through the years is history. The company has been around for more than a century now, making masterpieces every now and then. Rolex is now related to making sensational timepieces with extraordinary quality, and the hype around the company has never been stronger. Daytona are quite limited, and all of them have some sort of history connected to them. So yes, the Daytona is historic, and with time, its popularity has grown partly because of the ages it has witnessed over the course of its production. everyone knows about Rolex, and if they search a bit deeper, they'll know the Daytona is a historic as well as a wonderful product from the company. Number 1. Worth the hype, price justified, future predictions. Enough about the quality and the praises of the Daytona. There are dozens of reasons why people will like and dislike this watch. The real question is, does it deserve the hype? And does its retail and reselling price stand justified compared to its glory? Yes, the Daytona deserves all this hype because it has everything to provide. It has everything you can ask for, and it's meant to be a coveted timepiece. Although it took a long time for the watch to gain its current position, its hype is quite justified considering all the factors we've provided. But when it comes to the price, that could be disheartening for some enthusiasts. While we have been telling you so much about the watch and given you the dreams of getting a brand new Daytona from the outlets as soon as possible, we hate to break the bubble for you. The Daytona's retail price is somewhere around $13,000, and if that seems like a lot, a second-hand Daytona will cost you around $30,000 to $40,000, and that depends on its condition given how the previous used and kept it. For an ordinary person, the price tag seems ridiculous. Many people don't wear a watch, and those who do fulfill their requirement by buying a simple watch that could be worth $100 or a bit more. So spending that much money on such a prestigious watch just so you could look at the time seems unreasonable. However, for the people that have no problem with throwing down the cash and flaunting their wrists a bit more, this is an excellent option. Daytonas have mostly been marketed by some of the most influential and coveted people in the world, including Hollywood celebrities. Therefore, it wouldn't matter to them if they spent so much on buying such a valuable asset just for their looks. As for now, the Daytona's past looks quite uneventful. It wasn't making that many sales back then, but now it's a special relic that many people would love to have. But that's the thing about some of these timepieces. One model of such watches becomes a trend, but it's soon masked by another, and eventually, it's lost in the shadows. The Daytona is somewhat going to be remembered in the future as that watch. Just a few years back, a Daytona model sold for around $17 million, which was one of the highest bids ever received for a watch at an auction. So its value skyrocketed. Soon, when the demand of the Daytona decreases due to whatever reason, it'll come down to a more mediocre price range. It's just how the trends work in the field, and the Daytona is bound to become a subject of that trend. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you guys had a great time. If that's the case, give this video a like, and let us know what you guys think in the comments section below. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos, and also turn on post notifications so you never have to miss an update from us in the future. We'll be back with another great video next time, so keep watching and do keep sending us your love. Goodbye and take care.